Welcome to Rangers Radio on the Matchday show, the world's one and only unique live phone-in show for Rangers supporters all over the world. Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Oxtail, on the show this morning. It's the President, yes, El Presidente of Rangers Radio, the one and only Fox. Morning, Fox. We'll try again.
Good morning, folks.
Oh, you love these early kick-offs, mate, don't you?
I am really up to speed here, mate.
Mate, I believe you've got the team for us.
I do indeed. We're starting 11 as Butland in goal. A back four of Tav, Suter, Proper and Jeffy. The two sitting midfielders are Barron and Raskin. Three up front are Lawrence, McCausland and Cherney, and Ignaman up front. The substitutes are Kelly, Dessers, Barjami, Dowell, Sterling, Casanwiro, Balogun, Fraser and McKinnon.
Right. There's a lot of talking points. I don't think the talking points will be the back four, Fox. So I know we talked about where we would pick Casemiro, but I'm no shocked that that's the back four. Are you?
No, didn't expect it to be any different.
No.
Maybe a chance of Balogun coming in and resting either Suter or Proper, but he's sticking with the back four, and I think that's sensible.
Building relationships and people getting to know each other, because there's two players there that are new, totally new, yeah.
Yes, and we're not losing goals. I think that's 5 or 6 games without losing a goal, so why change something that's working?
Okay. And we're not saying that Casemiro didn't have a good game, but that's a good place to be. I think Jeffy gets his place back. Merritt, you comfortable with that?
Oh, yes. I like Jeffy's very, very pleasing on the eye, and I think the support has really taken to him. They think he's an adventurous fullback that we like to see. And if Tav was a couple of years younger, I think we'd have a great pairing at fullback.
All right. So we move into the midfield. Now, there is maybe a few, I'm not going to say controversial, but a few surprises. Raskin starting, and obviously, and I also think Lawrence starting. I didn't think Lawrence would start because the game's been so close together, Fox. So up to you, mate. How do you see that?
Well, dear man, they ran his guts out over in Malmo on Thursday, and I think a wee rest was due to the boy. Lawrence keeping his place. I think he lasted well in the 90 minutes that we played over there, and fair play. I mean, he's not a star of the show, but he puts in a great work rate during games for me.
Listen, he's got ability. It's whether he's got the legs. He's a decent footballer, Tom Lawrence. But we'll see where that goes today. And Raskin coming in, good to see him also getting a start, Fox, which gives us another body in there, and competition for places can't be a bad thing, mate. Huh?
He's been a bit of a letdown for me since he's came with a big reputation and never fulfilled it for me. Let's hope this new season's a new start for the boy and he can force his way into the reckoning for the side now.
Aye, he's not really been fit for long periods of time, Fox. Is that fair?
Aye, well, he's had niggling injuries and his pal Cantwell leaving might have affected his mental side, mate.
You always seen the two as a... how do I put this? You always seen them as a small clique. Would that be fair?
Aye, that's a fair assumption, yes.
You were onto that right away back in the day, But anyway, I'm just checking out his stats, Nico. Right. He's been involved in 50 games for Rangers. 36 starts, mate, and we're into his third season. You know, and this is his first league start this season, mate. He's only managed 13 league starts last season. So his numbers aren't great. Yeah, considering Tav and Golson used to do 50 appearances a month, mate.
Those niggling injuries he's carried for all that time. I always thought he was a bit on the heavy side for me. And let's hope he's a bit slimmer and sleeker this year. And hopefully he does try and cement a place in the side, although he'll have a tough chance getting in there with Diamandi, I think.
Different types,
Different types of players, but more of the defensive player than Diamandi is. And I'm just wondering whether we'll see Connor Barron venturing forward for a change instead of him sitting at the back.
Not really heard for you, mate, but give your thoughts on Barron before we move on to the forward players, mate.
Great wee industrious player. What can you say about him, mate? He's come into that side, cemented his place in it, and seems to grow in stature with every game. Very pleasing on the eye, great work rate.
A bit like yourself, very pleasing on the eye, yeah?
I don't know so much about that. I think I need a bit of plastic surgery for that, mate.
Anyway, so we're on to the front three, and I think this is where all the talking points will be. Give the front three for people that's just joined us, mate, and give your thoughts.
Front three is McCausland, Lawrence and Cherny. Cherny being on the right, probably Lawrence. So McCausland on the left, Lawrence through the middle. Wee bit of surprise, but maybe giving Barjami a wee bit of a rest isn't a bad thing.
If you don't look that, well, that's the front three. And up top?
Up top, we've got the young, exciting Egeman, who I think, I've already stated on the programme, I think is going to be a star for us. Dessers has been doing well for us. In fact, I think he's been doing more than well for us. The only one that's scoring goal for us. And he's due a rest as well.
Aye. Okay, so people have joined us all the time. I've run through the team. Give the team in the subs, Fox, before we get the phone lines opened.
The team is Butland in goal, back four of Tav, Suter, Proper and Jefty. The two sitters are Barron and Raskin. Three up tops, McCausland, Lawrence and Cherny, with Ignaman leading the front. The subs are Kelly, Dessers, Barjami, Dowell, Sterling, Casanwiro, Balogun, Fraser and young Cole McKinnon.
4 changes for the starting line-up on Thursday night.
Aye, well, I think we were expecting 1 or 2 changes. I didn't think he would go as far as changing 4 players myself, but let's see how we go. And anyway, they're on the bench and can come on if we need to change the game.
Okay, let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Yes, I believe you've got the Hibs team, Fox, which I know very little about because I don't know other players. Oh. You there, Fox?
Mate, I was just getting up the Hibs team. The Hibs team is Fusdick in goal, Miller, Ekpitia, O'Hara, Cadden, I don't know, Hookie, Hugh, Obita, Hoylett, Giantis, Campbell and Kuharovic. What happened to the old days when it was Smith and Boyd and things like that, you know?
Some crackers in there, Fox.
Especially when you're having a go the first time of saying their names.
Oh dear. It's fair to say we know very little about their team, Fox.
Well, that's true. We don't tend to study the other teams much, but Hibs hasn't had a great start to the season, have they?
No.
You know,
No.
I think last time out, who did they beat last time out? They won 2-0 against St Johnson, I think it was. And I think is that their first win of the season?
Aye. And let's hope it stays that way today, mate, yeah?
Aye, without a doubt. They've not got a good record against us anyway. I think the last 20 league games we've won, I think it's around about 16, maybe 22 games, 16 wins, 6 draws we've had against them, I think, in the league.
There you go, huh? There you go. But let somebody talk, they celebrate a draw as if they'd won the cup, eh?
Ah, well, never mind.
Aye. We'll go back to your team. The bench on forums now, obviously, Dessers, Berjami, Casemiro are guys that people enjoyed in Thursday night. So the bench is looking stronger, Fox, and that can only be a good thing, eh? Right, you're winding me up here, Fox. Is he doing a bridge, man?
It's all right for you. I'm trying to run 5 things at once here and talk as well, you know.
I get your
Yeah.
pen. Where's your brother? Carry on.
What was the question?
The bench is looking stronger with Casemiro, Berjami and Dessers on it, who were big parts in Thursday night.
Aye, well, the manager did say that it would take maybe a wee bit of time for some of the new signings to come up to match speed. And after the effort that they made on Thursday night, some of the new players, I think they deserve a wee break, get their win back, because we've got another big game coming up on Thursday night.
They just keep coming for the next few weeks, mate, eh?
Well, it's exciting for the fans and it's exciting for us to comment on the game, so looking forward to it.
Aye. But as Bridgeman would say, this is the biggest one, yeah, when you win the game, first and foremost, Fox, yeah?
Every game's the biggest game for Rangers. I'm just looking forward to seeing a full Ibrox and maybe listening to a few tunes getting belted out. If it's anything like the atmosphere those away fans of yours had in Malmo, mate, it'll be terrific at Ibrox today.
Do you think they'll serenade Altbear if he goes to his seat with Ibrox on there? Do you think that'd be fitting?
I think you might hear a wee rendition of that, aye.
Just for Altbear?
Just for him.
Rangers Radio, well represented. The usual boys are at the game. Bridgeman, Ibrox, you'll be delighted, won't you?
But it's the one thing I miss since I've taken to keeping no too well, mate. I've loved going to Ibrox for years and years and years, and to sit and listen to all you talking, all them talking, when we have a wee meet up before the programme, I get jealous, mate. Absolutely jealous, because I'm missing out in the atmosphere.
Aye, I get that. So Bridgeman's there, he'll be loving it. He'll be back in the coat and rear. Along with our new coffee caller, Kathy, Friday night. She stole the show, didn't she?
Yes, she was excellent. I wish more women would phone in.
I bet you do.
Aye, well, we get a different view on the football, and it's some of their points are terrific.
Aye. She was excellent. So they'll be there, and then Stevie will be there. Southside will be there. AK's gone, Allbear's there, so Rangers Radio well represented today in the match. So, and also just for the listeners, there was a few cash outs, there was a few people freezing results, and a few people managed to get the Southside Super 6 up, bizarrely, Fox.
Absolutely brilliant news.
They never get the 6 up, let's be honest with that, but there was a few people won a few quid, myself included, Foxy boy.
Aye, I had a bit of luck myself. I got a wee surprise yesterday morning, opened a letter, and there was a cheque for Rangers Lotto for $230, mate. I was very happy. Been a good weekend so far.
Yes. So, aye. What are you going to spend your winnings on, Fox?
Myself as normal.
Scone mix?
No, Amazon's getting it this weekend. I'll be on the Amazon treating myself to something I'll just put in a cupboard for the next 4 years.
And then you'll throw it out when you have the clear up.
And then I'll throw it out or give it to my sister-in-law. That's bare normal.
Right, mate. People join us all the time. Use the team.
The Rangers team today is Butland in goal, Tav, Suter, Proper and Yefty, Barron and Raskin, McCausland, Lawrence and Cherney, and Egeman up front. Substitutes are Kelly, Dessers and Barjami, Dow, Sterling, Casanwiro, Balogun, Fraser and McKinnon.
I'm looking forward to seeing Inganami, Fox. I'm really looking forward to him. Don't want to put too much pressure on the boy, but the cameos we've seen, he looks to have touch, awareness, power, and we'll see if he can hopefully get a goal today.
Well, that'll be the most important thing for him is to break his duck and get scoring, and especially in front of the Ibrox crowd. I'd love to see him scoring, but I'll take goals for anywhere on the park. I'd take a long kick out for Jack Butland if that one is the game today.
I'm glad you mentioned Jack Butland, Fox. Well, listen, we've been critical at times, and obviously after the game at their place, he got a bit of stick. And myself included, mate. But you've got to say that his record this year, the clean sheets are starting to build up, huh?
Well, I think that's having a settled defence in front of him for the last few games. The only thing I fear about Jack Butland is don't keep passing the ball back to him. He isn't good with his feet. He isn't good with finding men when he knocks it out. I'd prefer Jack just went long and let us fight for the ball further up the park.
Fox, I've got to be honest with you. I'm not a fan of this modern trait of passing it about the box. I think back in the day, you'd get took off if you'd done some of the stuff that they do.
Well, the thing about passing it out for the back for me is your players have got to be aware and in space at all times. And sometimes we only have the two in the middle. That can be a problem when it's Suter and Proper try to find one of the two in space. As I say, we went direct in Malmo. I think that's a good way for us to play. We can shift the ball from side to side and open up teams, but you've got to use every tool in the box to win a game.
All right, I think we've been joined by young Rob. Evening, Rob. Morning, Rob.
Morning, Oxford. Morning, Mr. Fox. I hope you can hear me. I'm just walking towards Ibrox Stadium, and you know what, Oxford? I'm a wee boy in a sweaty shop. Honestly, I'm so emotional. I'm glad to be back home. Couldn't make last week because I was on holiday. I'm just so excited to get back to Ibrox. I came after Brummel there, and I've seen the Highlands and the club deck, and I get dead emotional. I can't wait to get back to cheer on the times I live in Oxford. I'm full of emotion, full of passion. I can't wait to see the Rangers, mate. Honestly, I'm so excited. I'm like a wee boy.
When I said young Rob, I was being facetious there. We got our Robs mixed up, but great to hear from you, Robert. I don't think you'll be alone in that today because look, the cloud's starting to lift, hopefully, and it continues to lift today, Robert. Huh?
Oh, definitely. Look, as I say, we're Gary got us off. We left the house at 10:30 and we parked for our usual bit finishing with God rest him, with George from Scobridge, just to park. We just have a laugh on the show.
There's a boy plaque there for George.
I know. So actually we parked for our usual bit and we're walking. And I can tell where Gary's dead excited to see just wants back to see his team, you know what I mean? And honestly, I can't wait and put all the negative things aside, Oxford. This is what it's about. Delighted with Thursday night. I thought Thursday night they played as a team. Big shooter and men. Tia Mandy, the best team in the Rangers shirt in my opinion. Desser's work for the team, although he should have scored a couple of goals. But at this moment in time, I just want to be positive about the Rangers. It's my team, and I can't wait to get up that club deck in my seat. And for the first minute and 90th minute, cheer my team on. I didn't expect as many changes up there, I'll be honest with you. But there you go. We've got to trust in the manager of the day. and I'm really, really looking forward to it. And I'm glad we Ross McCausland's getting a chance up there because they scored a wonderful goal. And in my opinion, if somebody comes off the bench the day the damage, I think they should get the care to the next team. I don't care who you are. If you're keeping the best player in the team out, if you do the business, you deserve the shirt. And I'm glad the manager's picked Ross McCausland today.
Well, we maybe earned his start. Fox?
Fine goal he scored in Malmo, Robert. I'd like to see him push on as well. Could Davey add a bit of physicality to his game? I know he's still young, but I'd like to see him put a wee bit more muscle on. What about yourself, Robert? I think that would help Ross McCausland.
Fox, definitely, of course. You're just the only one. There's a few of them that hits the balls up right. My problem is with you, Ross. I don't think you can give the proper chance of playing that number 10. That's your favourite position. But you've got competition here. And I would love the manager in some games, maybe teams like Ross County, Ibrox, and that, teams like that, give him a chance of playing his number 10. Because I'm surprised he hasn't rested like to the top Tom Lawrence. Tom Lawrence, I think, was quiet on Thursday, but I thought the 2 games before it, he actually done well. So, but I would love to see the wee man get a chance at that number 10. Just a couple of games a wee run to see what he can really do. But you know what? He's in the team, and I'm happy about that. That'll do for me nicely.
I've got to be honest, if you'd have said to me last week, last week before Thursday, did I think McCausland would be starting today? I don't think I would have said so, Robert.
No, listen, I know what you're coming to because he's not really shown his day. Of course, he scored that wonderful goal at Hampden, or Hamdump, should I say I was there. He scored that wonderful goal. No, I know exactly what you're saying up there, but we've got to look at it. The last game he came on and he scored a wonder goal and he contributed, and that'll do nicely for me. So I'm looking forward to seeing the wee man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about players like Jesse. See that boy Jesse. You know, I'm not getting overboard here. I'm not going to get overboard and get carried away because it's early days. But the signs with that boy Jesse, the boy Casemiro, to come in a European game like that, and people can say it's only Malmo. Well, Malmo's the top of the Swedish league, and they're not a bad outfit. Rangers made them look bad, and that's compliment to the Rangers. So the boy Casemiro,
let's be honest, Robert, we're all a certain vintage, mate, and we've never beat a Swedish team. Yeah, we decent sides. And that group of players done it, mate. So you've got to credit where it's due, mate. As simple as that.
Oh, of course. See players like Andy Gorham, Sir Stephen Davis, one of the great midfielders, and Mark Hines play against Malmo and couldn't beat them. So, no, you're right what you're saying. Hats off to that team. I'm sorry to make it a bit noisy here, Oxford. I'm just outside the Loudon Tavern. Gary's munching a cheeseburger. I'm on the Copeland Road, guys. I'm so happy. I'm amongst my people. And I'm so happy and excited. Yes. Come on, the Rangers.
Fox, I know there's been all the criticism about the stadium and that. We've got to remember what we've done it for. Yes, it ran over a few weeks. It's done now, before September weekend's finished. We're back at Ibrox, and the whole scheme of things, it's a blip, innit?
Well, it is, mate. It's only really a couple of games we've missed out at Ibrox. Unfortunately, one of them was a Champions League game, which I think we could have won if we'd have been playing at Ibrox. But these are the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, and once you hear that roar going up the day, we'll be back home, mate.
Aye, and Robert, you'll get a good view of the new work, and you'll be able to see the extension and the people sitting in the new seats. Listen, they deserve it, Robert. Let's remember that.
Oh, listen, it's been well overdue. People can debate the dates that have been done when we've had a winning team on the park. I get all that up here, but it had to be done, and it's been done, so we just need to move on. I've got my earphones in, so I don't think you can pick up the background.
We are starting to pick up the noise, but we'll let you go, brother, and you enjoy the game.
All right,
the Rangers.
Thanks for taking my call, and I'm going to tip Rangers to win. Rangers 2-0, because I think after the European game, we've seen it in the past, it can be a wee bit flat. But I'm hoping for a good performance today for the Glasgow Rangers, and I'll take a 2-0. And James Henry Cavalier will score. There you go, upstairs. Mr. Fox, thanks for taking my call, and I'll speak to you later. Come on, the Rangers.
Enjoy the game. Top man. Top man. There you go, Fox. I think he was just doing that to rub it into you.
What do you mean rub it into me? Because he's gone to the game and I'm no. Is that what you're saying? Aye.
Aye, the atmosphere's building. I got me full house today. People, as I said before, Fox, this hangover, and I thought Thursday was a cure, and hopefully this is the next one, mate. Where the hangover's gone and we can start looking forward instead of back, mate.
Aye, I'd agree with you. I still think, I know people don't like me to say it, though, we will get stronger as a side and as a team. But I think we might find in some games with the way that the pack defences in Scotland that we may struggle at times, and 1-0s might be quite a welcome result for us sometimes.
Occasionally. Anyway, we've also been joined by Bear Down Under. BDU. How we doing, Bear?
How we doing, gentlemen?
All right, mate. How's your good self?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Enjoying this early kick-off for a change.
Good time for you,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Absolutely, mate. 7 bells.
Next Sunday's not so good, is it?
Even the one during the week was a bit of a, I think it was about 1:45 kick-off or something for us. It was that in the middle of the night, early hours of the morning. But no, good 7 bells is good.
Isn't technology wonderful? You're phoning all the way from Australia, clear as a bell. We, Robert, was on walking up the Copeland Road there, and we could hardly make a move, mate.
Would you make it the
works
team,
in
Bear?
mysterious ways. Aye, good to see them using a bit of the squad. I think that's obviously going to be crucial. You can't ask these guys to be constantly, playing every 2 or 3 games, every 2 or 3 days. So good to see. A bit strange we're seeing McCausland in there on the left, but we've seen it before. So
we're assuming he's playing in the left, mate. Obviously, you remember that Tierney's left-footed. We don't know yet. Do we see them line up? No,
we don't. But I think, but you've got 2. Then you've got 2 inverted wingers, haven't you? They're looking at cutting in.
Aye.
That's probably what they're going for.
Wingers. How the game's changed, mate.
No. But I think that's what they're going to look for, aren't they? They're going to be looking at, if he is playing on the left, he's going to be cutting in the right, and then Cherny's naturally he doesn't want to use the byline at all. That boy, does he? He's wanting to obviously cut in and use his left foot. So if that's the way the manager's gone, well, they might be good of it.
What's your opinions? What's your opinions on Cherny's start Rangers loan here? What's your opinion yourself, Bear? Please.
Well, look, I think traditionally, he's a winger, isn't he? And traditionally, his wingers they don't really have a lot of consistency. Do you know what I mean? At that sort of level. And I think that's what you're going to get from him. I think you're not going to get, Ryan Kent was the same, wasn't he, with consistency. And I think that's what we're unfortunately going to get, is you might get a good wee patch in games and might come off the boil. But the only thing is if I'm coaching against him, he's quite one dynamic in terms of, as I said before, he's wanting to constantly cut in. So if I was coaching against him, we say show him the byline and see what we're going to get there. But no, I think it's a bit up and down, but it's still very, very early in it, Fox, to be making judgments on these players. But I'm a bit more positive now than what I was 3-4 weeks ago, that's for sure.
Fox, if he puts that one in on Thursday night and the net ripples, you're looking at your start completely different, mate.
Aye, well, that's true. But I'll be honest, myself personally, I was looking for a lot more out of. I think he's a Czech international, is he not?
Aye.
And he's not exactly a young boy. I think he kind of backs out of some tackles sometimes, and that's not a thing that the Rangers support take to you very well. Maybe that's just not in his game, and he does show some good awareness and good vision in his passing. We know he can strike a ball when he scored that goal in the first or second goal. Motherwell game was it, which was a terrific strike, and I think he can be better, and let's hope he gets better.
What I would say before we move on, I think he needs runners. If that makes sense, Bear. I think he's that guy that he's looking to make things happen, slide passes, different passes, and he needs guys to run forward, mate. Yeah.
Totally, mate. I think he likes that pass where we seen it at Hampden where he played that ball, and he likes to cut in, and then he's looking for that pass diagonally onto the last man. But no, I think let's just say he's just relatively new coming in. He's going to take that his teammates are going to be taking a bit of time to get used to what he's looking for. He likes that little reverse pass as well. So no, I reckon he'll come relatively good. But as I say, consistency, I think that's going to be a problem for the boy because I think, as I say, traditionally wingers they struggle with that week in, week out. You're not going to get the same level of performances like what we're seeing with Connor Barron, where it's a 7 out of 10 every week. I think this boy's going to come in and out of games. And it's more important that when he is in that game, that he's getting numbers to his game, whether it's assists or goals. And I think that's going to be crucial. We need that bit of quality, during the right time of the game.
I think the forward players are judged on moments, Fox, if that makes sense. You might not be having a good game, but you score a goal or make a goal, and people look at it differently.
You go for a 4 to a 10 if you score the winner, don't you? Doesn't matter what else you do, I want to see our front 4 players start to spread the goals about. It'll be interesting with Egerman today, as we were talking about earlier, whether he can get on the score sheet. And McCausland scored, Czerny scored, Lawrence has scored. So a wee bit more taking of chances, and their numbers will go up greatly.
You're looking forward to seeing him, Egerman, today, Bear?
Definitely. Interesting to see what he's going to be like in terms of. I've really liked his all-round play, linking up back to goal. I think he gives us something that wee bit different. I'm trying to. It reminds me of a certain player, and I just, maybe a bit like Anamato or something. Do you know what I mean? Where he's got that bit of guile on the ball, but I think he just needs that goal, and then hopefully for then on, he'll kick on. But I know there's been a lot of comparisons to Morelos. To me, I don't really see them as the sort of similar player. I think he's a bit more comfortable on that ball than Morelos. But if we can get some goals at him, then I think it's only going to be positive. But no, really, really looking forward to him. I think the boy's got a decent future ahead of him, and hopefully it's with us and he can kick on. And the way that our club needs to run in the future, it's a bit of success with us, bit of money in the pocket, and good luck to the boy.
Aye, he's shown in his cameo, Fox. He doesn't mind shooting. He's shown that he brings players into the game, and he's trying to get in the box. I don't see what's not to like, but you're judged in goals when you're playing there, aren't you?
Aye, well, I'd actually like to have seen him when he came into the team in the Lawrence role, believe it or not. He can play anywhere across the front 4 positions. And I think he's got the vision, and he can control a pass and put it through. I'd like to have seen him like being the second striker behind Dessers. I think they would cause defences a lot more problems. I think he could run for midfield, mate, with the ball. And as you say, he's no fear in striking the ball. And as we've seen with some of the balls he laid off in his cameos, he can definitely see the pass.
Aye. Man, listen, I wanted to see him. I didn't think he'd start the day. I was surprised, but listen, that also shows me, Bear, that the manager's trusting him and liking him.
Ox, I was actually a wee bit surprised as well that he started the day. But I want to touch on what just Ox said about that 10 role. And I sort of agree that, but the way your squad is at the moment, I reckon you might possibly see that if Danilo comes back and gets fit to a certain level, because right now we've really only got two options in that number 9 role, haven't we? So if you're going to play him as a 10 and Dessers in front of him, what's your options coming off the bench? I totally agree with what Ox is saying. I'd like to see him in that role. But I think that might be a wee bit down the track when we get other options there. Because if you start with Hibernian and Dessers, then if something happens during the game, you've really not got much to come on to fill that number 9 role, have you?
No, Danilo's back in the grass, so hopefully he's not far away. But first and foremost, we want to make sure he's 100% fit. But he's back in the grass because we're going to need the 3 forward players, Fox.
Oh, without a doubt. One thing about Dessers is he's played every game. He puts his whole heart and soul into every performance. Misses a lot of chances, as we know, but also scores crucial goals when we need them. So he is the main number 9 at the moment. And Danilo looks like a tidy wee player if we could only keep him fit. I think he's got the pace and a wee bit of guile about him as well. And going forward, it's 3 different players who play differently and different choices again at number 9. So roll on when Danilo's fit.
What are you making? Jeffy, Proper, Barron, Berjami, Cherny, and your man? What are you making, Bear? We're building a new team here, a competitive team, a good team.
I really can't fault any of the new signings at this stage. The sort of day we, also when it comes down to the nitty gritty, when we have to go to tough games, are they going to have that bottle? Because I've really questioned the squads in the previous years of actually lacking bottle, and that's our more senior players as well. So you're asking a lot of young Proper taking that out yet, but you're asking Jeffy, Barron, Igaman, to younger guys that shouldn't be really put in that position. But I really like them. I know there's been a lot talked about the club and boards and blah 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 in the past few weeks, but the basics to me is our player training model needs to be a lot better, and we need to have guys on the part contributing, but are also going to add value to our squad and in terms of sell on. And the boy Jeffy, yes. Barron, yes. Igamai, yes. That's the way we're going to have to do moving forward. I'm a wee bit surprised that I'm a lot surprised that our manager really backs Tom Lawrence and is playing him as much as he can. He obviously sees a lot of him in training. If we can get the boy up to getting the numbers that he's had in his previous career, that is fantastic. But I would like to see somebody in that role that has a value in terms of a resale value at a club, because I think that's going to be as crucial for long term. To basically be getting players in there that we can sell on, for a tidy profit. And unfortunately, guys like Lawrence, in my opinion, aren't going to help us to take us to where we need to be long term.
I get that, but I think you still need the mix there, mate. Yeah, I'm not saying that Tom Lawrence is the answer, but I think you need the mix. Yeah. Fox, you want to come in?
Oh, totally agree with you, mate. I get that mix. I'm just talking about the long term.
Aye.
When you look at we've got the likes of, I still think we've got enough senior and there with the likes of Tavernier, with the goalkeeper, John Strutter as well. John Strutter, you're going to class him as an experienced player, you know now,
Aye.
proper. I think you're surrounding, do you know what I mean, enough. You've got the likes of Cherny, you've got, you know, multiple players in that squad that's going to come in. I like the likes of Diamandi. I know he's again, to me, consistency. With him, get him a bit stronger, get him on the weights. There's a bit of potential there as well. I like these sort of players that's going to come in and potentially be your next Calvin Bassies, be your next Nathan Pattersons, because that's the only way. I personally don't think there's somebody out there going to invest 50 million in us. I just can't see it. If it was going to happen, that would have happened before now. And I think us building a squad of players for the right moment, like, you know, the boy Connor Barron, to me, the argument that we've always had about buying Scottish players and what have you, I think that boy's a prime example that we have got to touch more in our local market. Because supposedly this boy wasn't even a starter at Aberdeen. He's came in, and to me, so far, he looks our best signing of the summer.
He's consistent player of the season so far, but I'm enjoying Jeffrey since this pre-season finished. Fox?
Well, along with the manager, I think one of our best signings has been Kloppen, who has sought out these young players and brought them to Ibrox. And I can't remember a time when so many new players come into a Rangers first team, and some of them have been very pleasing in the eye. And going forward, as they get stronger, I think we've got a good wee squad of players that can be added with more quality in the coming transfer windows. I think things are looking a wee bit brighter than they were 6 months ago.
Aye. Talking about brighter, how's the Hollywood painter?
You've lost me with that one.
Oh, Bear Down Under, that one's for.
Oh, right.
I know what he said. I know he stayed. He's still living the dream. Don't worry about that.
All right, still doing the skirting boards, is he?
On a skateboard now. If you're listening, wee man, I've actually got a job for you at my joint that I need you to come and help me with anyway.
Oh, now we know how you came on.
For a Partick Thistle fan, he's definitely a loyal Rangers radio man, as you know.
Ah, top man.
Absolutely.
GP is top man. Yeah, top family, by the way. Top family.
100%.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, how do you see it going today, Bear, before we start wrapping up, mate?
I'm going to go for a comfortable 3-0 victory.
Oh, I'm liking that. We'll take that. What about the second half, Fox?
I'd be quite happy with 2-0. No injuries and everybody fit for Thursday.
And a wee bit of flexibility. It would be good to get. I know you're looking for the perfect match. If you could get the third goal and you could get the boy McKinnon and Fraser on and all, that would be a good thing at all, wouldn't it?
Well, the manager's had them in and about the squad, some of these young boys, and you've got to give them a chance at some time.
Yeah. Listen, last word for the one and only Bear Down Under.
It was good. That's the first time of the season. All these early kick-off, get the phone in. Great to be on the call with the Godfather of Rangers Radio. Oh, Fox, always great to hear you on there, mate. You're the second smartest man on Rangers Radio. So, no, good to hear from you boys, and look forward to phoning and contributing as much as I can the season anyway. And I still listen. Oh, going to tell me something.
Yes.
What's happened with MixLR? Is that he's off that now?
No, it's been a change in the setup of MixLR. The shows that were missing have all been put back up on the site, mate.
All right, that's
Okay.
good. That's the way I listen to the shows backwards. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier for me. So
Aye.
no, that's good.
A big shout out to Baz, who goes into the MixLR and let us know that they hadn't been getting up. Cheers, Baz.
Yeah. So if
Good
you're the
answer.
second smartest, right, who's the smartest? Oh, there's a question, Fox.
It's got to be Terry, innit? It's got to be Terry. It's
I
no
would
any
think
of
so.
this, dude.
I would think so. I can't think of anybody else, if I'm being honest. Listen,
I was
thanks
talking
to
about
Bertie.
myself.
All right. I never thought of you, really.
No.
I had you as number 144. Listen, thanks to Bear Down Under, always great to hear from him. Thanks to Robert Weatherall, great to hear Robert on the way to the game. Thanks to Old School Blue for holding the fort with Fox and the technical. Great to hear the Fox on. People want to hear me and the Fox. We'll be back, me and the Fox, 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating a Rangers victory. Take it away, Old School Blue.
I don't know if you can see what the Rangers really mean to me in these last few years. I've been afraid that we might drift away, so I've been telling old stories and singing songs that made me think about where we came from, and that's the reason why I feel so very proud today. So let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Ibrox Stadium is calling me, and now I'm coming home. To think of life without the Rangers, you know that it would make me more sad. Glasgow Rangers, you're everything I've ever had. Of Brian Laudrup and Trevor Stephen. Big Marvin Andrews said keep believing. Davy Cooper on the wing. And we remember Gaza with great affection. The day the helicopter changed direction, and Jimmy Baxter was pure perfection. Super Valley scores again. So let me tell you